What is good, ladies and gentlemen? What is good, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with another live stream here on the channel Wavy Football. You know what the vibes are. Stay locked in as always. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Shout out to Saeed TV for the raid. Appreciate y'all. Over 70 of y'all in here. Make sure to smash the like button on your way in. Appreciate a subscribe as well. If you're new here, I got my guy Elite Pundit with me, man. I got my guy Elite Pundit with me. What's going on, bro?
Feeling good, man. I cannot listen. I'm so happy international football is done. Like done till March. It is the bane of my existence. I don't like without football content. I don't tweet much. I don't do
Bro,
anything much. I just focus
bro,
on life outside of football. But now
facts.
let's focus on what I think matters.
No, 100%. We're back to talking Man United. We've gotten a lot of good content this week. The most legendary training video that's ever dropped from Man United, clearly, because the way the fan base went crazy today, bro. The way
Yo,
the fan base went crazy today, bro, was too funny. I can't even lie, bro. Like you would have thought that we had won a Champions League match, like in the
I
in the
know.
quarterfinal, bro. Like it was hilarious, and I get the excitement, like there was a little fun things, but it's like it's training, bro. Like, come on, like I'm not too gassed about that. I won't lie to you. I won't lie
You know
to
what
you.
it is? It kind of reminds me of all those times where like you see online where like someone from the UK comes to United States and tries our like
Yeah,
restaurants and food.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
and they're like, oh my,
Facts.
I've never seen this much meat before in my life. And I'm
Yeah,
like, guys, calm down. Like, listen, it's just
bro,
food. This is what
bro.
everybody has been enjoying. Like, listen, people like I've tried to kind of stay away from all the clips and stuff a little bit because I don't want to like overly gas myself and just watch it at my own time without like the Twitter hype and everything.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm not shocked. Like if you've watched Amorim before, or if you've followed his career, this is who he is. The
Mm,
way he speaks to people, the way he talks to players, the way he coaches them individually.
right.
This is who he is. And for me, this is the guy I know. So maybe for me, is because I know this is him,
You're not
I'm not
shocked.
as hyped. I'm not like people are like super. I'm seeing the tweets and people are super gassed. I saw like the video Saeed did with Flex.
Flex,
I can't remember the
bro.
caption. They're going, bro. They're
Bro, I
going
was like,
crazy.
Saeed and Flex were geeking me, bro. I thought that was so funny, bro. I'm like, bro, getting so hyped. I was like, y'all gotta, y'all don't do this, man. Don't do this because,
Please calm down. Listen, high
yeah,
odds on United conceding first against
yeah,
Ipswich. I can already
bro.
tell you
If
that
we
right
stop,
now.
and then
Uh, Bet
the second
bet on it.
Ipswich score a goal, if Ipswich score a goal first, that training video, everything out the window. You will never mention that training video ever again in your life. Like,
No,
you just have to listen.
it's listen, it's international break as well, so I think people are
Yeah,
bored.
yeah, bro.
But no, listen, it's good. It's good stuff. There's nothing negative to say. I think
No,
Amorim,
100%.
he's at least he's showing the things that I thought he would show. But again, what matters is on the pitch. How is he gonna like? How is he gonna set us up? Who's gonna play in the his first game? So it's away from home. Ipswich are kind of a tricky team. I'm not saying they're one of the best. That they're not, but they are a tricky team. They work really hard off the ball. We've seen them play against Liverpool. We've seen them play against other teams in league where they give them a game. So it's not going to be an easy game for us. But I would love it to be. I would love us to go up there and win 4-0. And listen, if we did that, the gas would even be even more crazier. But no, I'm hoping for to see different things. I
Yeah.
think that's the number one thing for me. I want to see different things because even under Ruud van Nistelrooy, we still kind of played the way Ten Hag was
Yeah,
kind of set
yeah,
up.
yeah,
The only
yeah.
change I think was that pivot with Ugarte and Casemiro. I really
Mhm.
want to see different things. I really want to see us do different things. I'm like, whoa, I haven't seen a United team do that before. I really want to be seeing a lot of that, but I also want to temper my expectations that he hasn't had a lot of training sessions yet.
Right,
So
right.
let's see how it goes.
Yeah, one training session is not going to be. But listen, I am excited though. Like I don't want
Yeah.
to, I loved that 12-minute like clip interview he did
Oh yeah.
on at Old I loved that, bro. I just thought it was so good. He has the aura. He's a good looking guy. You feel me? He has that swagger about him. You feel me? He has all those things that shout out Saeed, man. He has all those things you want in a manager, bro. Like the Mourinho aspect, the Pep aspect. Like, yes, they're good tactical managers, but they also carry themselves with the
He has that aura. Is that the word we
yeah,
want to use?
bro. I didn't want to use the word, but he has that gravitas about him, bro. Like that's something. You feel me? That a lot of managers bro. I remember. Do you remember when? And again, this is another example of when we were too caught up in our heads with Ten Hag early on. Like, remember when Simon Jordan said he looks like he looks like his suits don't fit. He looks like his suits don't fit him. Like the job is too it's just his suits don't fit him. And I was like, bro, I was mad. I'm like, bro, Simon Jordan, shut up. You know what I mean? Like at the time, I'm like, bro, shut up.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hear
listen.
it.
I hated watching TalkSport. I haven't watched TalkSport
I don't watch
in
it.
over a year
Yeah,
because of just how bad they used to clown Man United. I'm hoping. I haven't seen their comments and thoughts on Amorim. I really haven't.
Me neither.
So I don't know what they're saying now. But yeah, to be fair, like, I get it. Ten Hag's demeanor as a coach. I'm used to doing this. This is my day job. I have a standing desk. I stand a lot, so I'm used to doing this for hours. No, but like Ten Hag, just as a person, was just no. I think he lacked a lot of personable qualities.
Yeah, bro.
And the way he carried himself, the way he spoke to the media. At the end of the day, he's gone, and it's easy to combine, compare and contrast because of how different they are. And I told people constantly, Ten Hag and Amorim are nothing alike. They are nothing alike. They are not similar in any way. And then people are going to see that. Like, I know people are like, they get into the tactical thing, and we can talk about it where they're like, but there's some gaps in midfield. Listen, every team has that. Even if you can look at City right now without Rodri, you can see gaps in their team. It's crazy. Way more than you'd ever seen in a Pep Guardiola team ever. Right. So teams have gaps, but it's all about how you recover. You don't have last season, the whole season we had gaps. So you're not going to see that with Pep, where he's going to find a tactical solution. You're going to see Pep find a tactical solution, even without Rodri. Maybe they go sign someone in January. I don't know, but I think you'll find a tactical solution before that. That's what the best managers get paid to do. But with last season, we saw with Ten Hag, we didn't find a solution until the last 3 games of the season. Crazy.
Yeah, bro, and that's really what it is, bro. Like the lack of the ability to find solutions in so many different areas was his ultimate downfall. But Amorim, again, back to his I said it on Saeed's channel, and I wanted to reemphasize the point. Like, I got excited by what he said. Like, I'm paraphrasing, but it was essentially, I'm gonna win time by winning games. That like he's already, and I think he said that because he's already aware that time is. I don't have a lot of time. He knows that. He knows he doesn't have 3 seasons to just dick around and do whatever, bro.
Didn't he get like a 2 or 3 year deal? It wasn't a very long
something like that. It wasn't exactly. So he knows that I have to. Yes, I'm building this team, but I have to win. Like, I have to win. I have to show that I can, even in a short period of time. Like, yes, we're gonna lose games. Everyone's aware of that,
of course.
But we're not gonna be fourth. We're like 14th and 13th. Those days are gone. You know what I mean? Like, those days are gone. We're not going to be sitting in 8th and 7th. Like, I think he's aware of that. We need. Will we get top 4? I don't know, but I think we'll make a push. I think we'll make a push. There will be articles saying, "Can Manchester United push for the like?" That's where we'll be. Can Manchester United win the Europa League? Can Manchester United push for top 4? I think those are the.
Do you know what it would be? Do you know, for me, still, even though I get we should target top 4 and all that, for me, the number one thing is still, are we going to play good football? Can we play good football? Can we dominate teams? Can we play out of the back comfortably? Can we score more goals? Because 50 goals for a Manchester United team is horrible.
Yeah, bro.
Horrible. Think about it. You're playing how many games do you play a season? 60-something or so?
Yeah,
and you're only scoring about 50 goals a season. So we're maybe seeing 1 goal per game. That's horrible entertainment value, bro. So I'm hoping we start scoring more goals. I'm hoping we start playing better attacking football. I'm hoping we see players improve where they're not being used the wrong way, like Højlund not being used as a target man because he's not a target man. I think this system will suit someone like Ahmad because even though, yes, he can play right wing, I think he's better inside. Because in Sunderland, like the Ahmad you guys saw those clips and stuff, he was playing on the inside. Many people think he was playing right wing. He was not playing right wing. He was playing on the inside as like a right-sided midfielder or 10 or something like that. He wasn't a right winger. And I think he's just more dangerous in that position. But when he picks up the ball in those pockets of spaces and he can take a defender inside or outside, in any position, he can use the overlaps, he can use the underlaps. And he can link with the other number 10, which we'll see whether it will be Kobe Mainoo or with Bruno or whoever it is. I think he has good relationships with Xerxes. I think he has good relationships with Bruno, and I think he will have good relationship with Mainoo. We haven't seen them link up as much, funny enough, this season. But I would love to see that.
Yeah, bro. And hopefully, like even in the training sessions, we saw a little bit, you know what I mean? We saw a little bit of what he's trying to do, right? I liked seeing Malacia out there. I liked seeing Luke Shaw play left center back. That was good to see. I think we saw Mason Mount in that inside left channel, right? Good to see, decent, like I said, decent player. So we're seeing little hints of what we're going to look like. And I think Ipswich is a good first, like it's going to be a good test. Like we're away, obviously they're a relegation team, but we might be seeing players that we didn't think we're going to see, like right out the gate. Like, what if we see Mason Mount like right out the gate? Like, what? Like that would be crazy. That would be crazy.
We'll see because those two. You know what it is? It's such a weird squad, right? Where we lack in midfield, but then we don't like in midfield because we signed some really strange signings in the sense that we have Mount. Now people class Kobe as one, you can play in the 8 or you can play in the 10. So we have some depth in a weird way in midfield. So some people will have to sit on the bench. So if Mount is fit, if Kobe is fit, who are you going to play in the 10 positions? Because Ahmad, for me, has to take one of them.
Yeah.
Right off the bat. Then you have Ugarte and Casemiro for me. I don't think we should break up that pivot. That pivot has been doing so well for us in games against Chelsea, in games against lesser teams, against stronger opponents. I was kind of worried for that midfield up against Chelsea because of how good Casemiro and because of how good Caicedo and Lavia have been. But Ugarte and Casemiro stood up to it pretty well, I think. So I don't want to break up the midfield, but again, maybe Kobe might come in and surprise us and play even at a higher level than he has this season, because I think this season has kind of regressed a little bit.
We need him back to the levels that we saw him last season, right? And I think with less game time, we'll probably see that, right? Where he feels like he has to fight again for his position and all those things there, right? Will only force him to be better. You feel what I'm saying? Speaking of, let me share. Speaking of Kobe Mainoo, man, let's get the training picks up here, man. Let's get the training picks up here. It was looking cold.
I'm excited for Euro too, man. It's like we've signed this guy and we haven't seen him all season.
I'm very excited, man. I'm very excited. Charles, you big up guys. Don't be fooled by some of the players. They did exactly the same thing to ECH in his first training session, especially Rashford and Shaw, maybe Bruno. Yeah, listen, Shaw's gonna play, bro. Shaw's gonna play, and it's gonna run with a lot of people the wrong way. Trust me.
I don't think he'll be left wing back though.
No.
I don't think he'll be left wing back.
No, he won't be left wing back.
If he's gonna play, he'll be left center back. Yeah,
he'll be left center back. Absolutely. But he's gonna play. I think he will play. I genuinely believe he's gonna play.
If I'm being honest, Shaw's career as a marauding fullback is, even though he hasn't really been marauding, is done. I think the coaches would be advising, listen, I don't think we need to manage him. And I think the physios will be saying, listen, we can't have him up and down in that system, left up and down anymore. So we're not going to see him play there. I think, Dalot will probably play left wing back because he's played that position before. And Mazraoui, who has been probably player of the season so far, will probably play right back.
Yeah. Or maybe he plays, who knows? Maybe he plays Anthony. Maybe he plays Anthony, bro.
You never know.
You never know, bro. So it's gonna be quite fascinating. Shout out to this page, man. MUFC, and it always has the good news. We'll skip some of this stuff. Some of these quotes are just hilarious sometimes, like the Sun football, right?
It's like the gas, bro.
Ruben Amorim has blown away the Manchester United squad with his Mourinho-style confidence. Who in the hell said that? Like they just be making up stuff. Just be making
Stop.
up with this. Come on, bro. Who said
no,
like?
it is Kalma.
Who leaked that? Like who leaked that? Come on. Like who
I
leaked
don't
that?
even know what is leaked. I just think the media, they like playing this their game where they
No, I agree.
hype up certain things so they can tear it down.
Oh, 100%.
And I'm not falling into that trap again. I'm just not.
Yeah. Sources say Amorim has already taken a liking to Ahmad. There's a strong chance Ahmad will feature prominently in Amorim's system, with the starting spot on Sunday looking plausible. Yeah, he should start on Sunday though. He should. He should.
Yeah. If there's one person, if there's one person I think should start is Ahmad, because listen, I was so impressed with some of his dribbling that he was doing, man. Guys, in the Premier League, it is so hard to beat a player 1v1. It's not. There's not many players that do it. But he's one of them that I've seen that is able to do it. Low center of gravity dribbling. He can score goals. That header he scored, man, bro, brilliant. He should play. Is the left 10? That's the issue for me. That's where I'm like, it's probably going to be Bruno. It's probably going to be Bruno.
Yeah, it might be Bruno. It might be Bruno that first. But listen, my frustration with that man has always been that. It's not like he's not capable of playing it simple. He just chooses not to. So now we'll see. Like, obviously, he's a flawed player, but like he can play 5-yard passes, bro. I know he can. I know he can.
Most professional footballers can.
That's what I'm saying. No. That's what I'm saying. If you see a 5-yard pass and then play a 30-yard pass that has like a 10% chance of coming off, you're a fool. And that's my issue with him. So it's like, play those passes, play the percentage passes, bro. And I think that's what this manager is going to begin to drill into their heads, because this team is used to playing solo and like for a long time now. Since Mourinho days, if we're being honest, it's been about individual brilliance. It's been about I need this player to do something special for me on the day. It hasn't been about systems and getting the best out of players.
They don't know how to. We don't know how to move teams around the pitch, like in terms of passing the ball. Because people listen, if you move the ball quickly and if you move it with precision and your movement is good, gaps are going to open up. And we haven't had that happen with United, where they're passing the ball and they're moving. They're passing the ball and they're moving. We need to see more of that. If I'm honest, I don't know. Rashford will probably play I think we'll probably see Rashford play the 9, even though I don't think he should. I think we'll probably see it, and we'll probably see Bruno start left 10 and see Ahmad starts right 10. And I think Højlund will be on the bench. I think Xerxes will be on the bench. I think Mount will be on the bench, which is a lot of people, to be honest, on the bench you can bring on to change the game if you need to. Right. But we'll see, because listen, I know how this fan base is. Either way, if Rashford and Bruno have a horrible game, people are going to come out and say whatever. Or if they have a great game, people are going to come out and say whatever. At the end of the day, for me, it's the system as a whole. I want to see the 3 at the back. I want to see, the 4 across midfield, which is what it is. It's not really a 2 in midfield. It's more of a 4 with the wing backs. I'm really intrigued to see what his first starting 11 will be. Because I know if Bruno and Rashford start, some of the people we do streams with are going to be very unhappy. And I'm like, guys, just don't form any opinions yet.
I'm not gonna. I promise you, I won't stress about the first lineup. I won't stress about the first lineup. But listen, as long as you are playing well, I'll stay off your back, bro. I will. I really will. Like, seriously, if I think you're playing well, I won't bother you. Like, I will not. But if you play crap, I'm going to criticize you. Like, I'm going to. It will happen. So listen, I have my opinions on players, right? And I really do. But if you can fit into this system, like for instance, Anthony's a good example. I don't rate him. I do not rate Anthony, and I haven't rated him even in his first season. I didn't rate him. I thought we could be doing better with Sancho on the right hand side. That's what I always thought, right? But if this manager can get a 2 out of him, please turn him into a generational wingback. Turn him into Marcelo. I don't care, bro. I'd be thrilled.
Yeah, I think left wing back would make more sense than right wing back, simply because I don't know relationship. But he have a good. Well, he could have a good dynamic with Ahmad, but we'll need to see because that whole axis on that right side would have. I like when Mazraoui plays there because we retain the ball better, right? We
Yeah,
retain the ball and whatnot. So
I
we'll
think he
see.
can play right wing back because you know that Quenda boy, he's left
Mhm.
footed. He's left footed
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
he plays on the right. So, you know, we'll have to see. We'll see what he does with him, man. I think Anthony's gonna be an interesting use case. He's gonna be an interesting because
Damn
we
near half
can't
the squad is an interesting use case.
you're right, bro. We can't sell him. We can't like the likes of Mount, Anthony, you know, even a Maguire. Like, if he can get a tune out of players like that, bro, yo, whew,
To be honest, there's certain players I'm just done
I'm
with.
good. I'm good off of. I know. I agree.
Completely done with.
I agree. Maguire, I'm completely done with. Like I've been like,
Yeah.
but again, it's the can he do something? Can he do something? Listen, I'd rather play Johnny Evans there. You know how I feel. I'd rather play Johnny
Yeah,
Evans.
Johnny Evans, he's been okay this season. I will give him his credit.
We'll
Well,
see. Hypothetically, what are we saying if Garnacho starts Sunday?
I'm not saying anything. I just want to see him perform.
Yeah, I don't care, bro. Like I definitely don't think we're a PR ran club anymore. I don't think that. Tenok's system had our players not knowing where 100%. And is the back three written in stone? Yeah, 100. Yeah, I'd put a red check on that.
Yeah.
I put a red check.
He's gonna do what he knows. He's gonna do what he knows, right? He that's the one thing where he's like, yeah, he's not changing that. He might change other things. You might see him play front two instead of a front three. Yep. But he's definitely going to play a back three.
Yeah, absolutely. He's not.
What he's gonna
that
do.
Back three is set in stone. No question about it. No question about it. What are you saying about the? Well, actually, what are you saying about Branthwaite, real quick? Because he's a player we talked about. I think you liked him, right? Like you rated him.
I liked him, but not for the fee. Not for the fee they were quoting of £70 million.
Yeah, me neither. I was I'm good on that.
He needs some development, though. He needs some development with body shape and the way he passes the ball, which he's not going to get at Everton with Sean Dyche. It's just not happening. If we can get the fee down to like £50 million at the most, maybe 55, that's slightly overpaying, then I'm okay with it. Outside of that, no. I would like to see him come in. I would like another center back even in summer. Guys, you can never have enough center backs. I sound like Mikel Arteta right now with the obsession with buying center backs. But we need him. And maybe we need one more in the summer. So if you can get him in January, it will be class, bro.
I think we need two center backs.
Yeah, because
no,
maybe because okay. So let's say we sign him in January, right? We would play Branthwaite, Delete, Euro.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
And who are the sub three center backs we have?
Martinez, Evans, and Shaw.
So you see, Evans is going to leave next summer for sure. He's going to go.
Okay, so then Martinez, Evans,
retire.
Evans, and Maguire, Lindelof.
Maguire, Lindelof are gone next summer, bro.
No, I don't think both of them will leave. I think
both will go. I think both will go because Maguire's on 200K, and I don't see Ineos upping that contract again because of the amount of money he's on.
Yeah,
I don't see it. So
I agree.
I think so. We need one.
Who's gonna pay that fee? That's my question.
No. But he's what's his name? Maguire lives on a free because his contract is expired.
This summer.
Oh,
it is this summer, is it not? Oh wow, I'm thinking next summer.
No, this summer he's gone.
Okay. You're right. I see. You're right.
So for me, I wouldn't even waste energy trying to re-up that contract. Let's let him go. We need another center back. If we get Branthwaite in January, we need one more in the summer because then that will give us a good three on the bench. Martinez, the new summer signing, and
Branthwaite.
One more, I think. There's someone I'm forgetting.
Branthwaite, right?
Branthwaite. Yeah. We just need more. We need, especially with the 3-back system. We're going to need one more.
No, that's fair. I to be fair, I don't know why I was thinking that their contract situations were next summer, but yeah, no, that's a very fair point.
Yeah.
Where did I just want to understand, like, how do these in the knows always feel like they get this information? Like, I know this isn't real.
If you've seen these new midfielders in the summer,
how do you get that off of one training session?
I mean, listen, I can infer my own opinion. I think we need new midfielders in the summer.
I do too.
Does he think? But I don't know, because
there's no
it's
way
going to be physically intensive.
Yeah,
but his system is going to be physically intensive. When you think Eriksen, he probably can play as one of the 10s, but does he have the physical intensiveness to counter press, run back? He's a very professional player. No hate to Eriksen at all. I just think he's one of those that I think, come next summer we let go, and we should bring in someone else. It's not really a huge exclusive or anything. United need players in every position. So I wouldn't think too much about it. But should we sign another 10 and another central midfielder? Absolutely. Absolutely. Please. Go get me Alvarez from Alvarez. Is it Alvarez from Atalanta?
No, Ederson.
Ederson. Yeah, there we go. I think he'd be good for us.
Yeah, who's starting on Sunday? Rashford, baby.
Rashford. You still really like Rashford, bro?
No, I don't.
You don't? Not anymore?
Oh,
you're a very fan?
I've never rated Rashford. Where are we getting this from? I have never rated Rashford.
Sorry, it's not you. It's Griggs. It's Griggs.
Griggs, bro. Griggs is the one who's like Rashford obsessed. I have never rated Rashford. Well, that's a lie. I've definitely rated Rashford at some point in my life, but not in the last 4-5 years, bro. Like, I'm like, for me, it's like we need a striker. Like that is important.
I would cry. I still think. Listen, let me clarify this. I think Højlund, there's still something with him. I just think we've coached him horribly. Yeah. And in terms of like IQ, I don't think he's as there's certain players that are just like on a different wavelength in terms of how they see the football pitch. Right. Some certain other players need a coach to be in their head, right? To get them to play at a higher level. Unfortunately, maybe Højlund needs the right coach in his head. And unfortunately, we put Ten Hag in his head, which is the wrong coach for him. He needs a better coach. But there are just certain players that they're just at crazy levels where they will do things that, regardless of any league they are in, regardless of any team they're playing for, they will score goals. Someone like Jamie Vardy, who, yes, guys, and people are like, oh, but Jamie Vardy played for Leicester. But the things he did, especially in that league win for Leicester City, was incredible. The amount of goals he scored. I see Guy Corres and I see someone that has that, I want to score goals. Like, I want to score goals. And he's always looking for an advantage on the pitch. Yeah. And he will bully players. So we shouldn't let this guy slip. We just shouldn't. It would be stupid if we do.
Yeah, listen. I don't listen. I'm of the opinion that we can. If we bring him in, I'd be happy. I'd be very happy with that because I think he has the ability to level and play at this level. I'm not so fussed to get another striker who's of equal quality. You feel me? Like I just need us to do something. Remember, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see that in Xerxes, Brian. And the Xerxes thing is very interesting because I'm seeing a lot of people give up on him quite early, right?
You know what it is? I think it's the mine. And listen, I saw this with Berbatov in a different way because I think Berbatov did score goals in the Premier League and he was pretty class. Not even pretty. He was a class player. Is that my United fans tend to not like players that are lackadaisical? That are just like, whatever. They don't have that fire. And Xerxes just doesn't demonstrate that fire sometimes. You see the way his demeanor, the way he looks on the pitch. There are certain players you look at and you're like, that doesn't look quite.
You have to look like you're trying. You have to look like you're trying. Yeah. Like Garnacho always looks like, going forward, always looks like he's trying. Always looks like he's like busting a gut when he's going forward. Rashford, same thing. When Rashford is on, not anymore, honestly, but
Not anymore. He does, and that's one of the reasons why
anymore.
fans have been getting on his back, because he doesn't look like.
Back in the day, he didn't track back a lot back in the day either. But he at least he gave this perception of I'm trying. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like people didn't hate Weghorst because he tried. You know what I mean? People knew he wasn't good enough, but they liked his effort. You know what I mean?
And it's not even about technical ability, because I'll give you an example. Juan Mata is a player that you would never question Juan Mata's work rate on the pitch. Just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
He was technically brilliant, and he worked really, really hard, no matter the position he was played. Yeah. So I just think Xerxes is, Amorim has a little bit of work to do with him to get him moving. This is not Serie A, guys. It's not Serie A. So he needs to get that into his head really quickly, or he's not going to have a career here.
Yeah, I think, and for me personally, I think people just need to relax. Like, we were obviously a lot of players were playing terribly. I think he has the technical skills to overcome this little slow period, I guess. Like, and I think in that number 10 position, like in midfield, I think
he'd do better there.
Yeah, I think he'll do better there. Having a 6'4" guy who's technically gifted, laying off, like he already occupies those spaces. Right? He likes to kind of float in behind, play that false nine, right? So just play him there. He's gonna have support. He's gonna have support from Casemiro, Ugarte, Mazraoui, Dallo, the three set. Like he will have support. He's not gonna be a liability in terms of he's gonna leave. He's gonna leave spaces. There's gonna be tons of space because Xerxes playing as a 10. That's not gonna happen. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, but he will. And 100% Tifa. Shout out Tifa. He will adapt. He'll absolutely adapt. I just think I still think we need a striker though. Here's the thing. Like I like his attributes, but we still need a striker.
And guys, Arsenal, Manchester City, they all face the same problem, right? Because they signed that Jesus-like profile. What happened in the end? Still need a striker. We still need a striker. We have Højlund. Højlund can do it on his own. He's 21 years old. And Xerxes is playing that, hybrid kind of position. So we still need a starting striker for me. I agree. You
need a bad man, bro. Listen, I'm not a GA guy, but generally, more often than not, there's somebody in your team who's back. Like if you're a top team, there's somebody in your team who's bagging goals. Like there's somebody. We don't have that. Like we don't. We don't have anybody who's doing that. Like if we look at it from a Premier, especially let's just look at the Premier League, for instance. Like we don't have players who are just reliable. You know what I mean? Again, it's all about the team. It is all about the team. But when the team plays well, there's going to be a player who sticks out and who you can trust in big moments to score, right? Like it's a part of football. Somebody has to put the ball. You like your striker to put the ball in the back of the net, right? Like you do want that. Like that is part of his role. But if the team is playing well, great. If it's Ahmad, if Ahmad's the one who ends up being the one with the GA, cool, and we're playing well. If it's Bruno, and but we're still playing well, cool. I don't care. But generally, there's at least one or two players who their GA is like, oh, that's proper. That's proper.
You know what it is, though. No, yeah, I mean, I completely agree. And GA doesn't matter as much, even though if we get like a 9 like Gyökeres, you'll probably be the one getting most of the goals. It's things that you expect Manchester United to do, right? When was the last time we went out and bought the best striker on the market that was available?
Lukaku, I guess. I mean,
maybe
Lukaku.
I don't think he was the best at the time, but I think he was right one-off in the Premier League.
He was one of for sure. Like on the market at the time, he was definitely. He was definitely. Listen, I mean, think about it. Lukaku's gone. We can laugh at Lukaku all we want. The clubs have thrown the cash at him. Like clubs have, even after us. I think we made a profit. Did we make a profit? Or I think we made even money on him. Did we not?
No, I think we made our money back.
We made our money back. Yeah, like that's the last time we had a striker of that ilk where like people still want him after the like even after he was with us. Like we got Cavani after that, we got Weghorst after that, we got
We just, oh man, we've gone through some
Igalo
hitters.
after that, we got um
Cavani?
Cristiano. Yeah, Cavani. I mentioned Cavani first. Cristiano. So yeah, man, it's tough. Shout out Uthman. Our fans struggle to understand the importance of a squad and a system. We have bad game, and they blame it on their favorites not starting. Hoyland goes 16 games without a goal, gets no criticism, but Xerxes has only been at Man United for only 3 months, and people giving up on him. This fan base hates ballers and their cat.
To be fair, Hoyland got
no. Hoyland did get pelters. I was giving him pelters. I'm gonna be real. So I was criticizing him. So
and I like Hoyland, but
it's a little different though. I think it is a little different because Hoyland is younger.
I just think Hoyland has shown a little bit more in terms of goal scoring.
Yeah, goal scoring. That's really what it is. The difference is
goal scoring.
Yeah.
Now, if we signed Xerxes to play as a number 10, I think you'd find that people would view him differently, right? But we signed Xerxes as a number 9, so people are judging him as a number 9.
Right.
And his performances as a number 9 aren't like you're yes, I get it, you're linking play and doing all that stuff, but like you're not scoring.
You do need some form. You do. I hear that. Like that's why it's like for me. Okay, here's my thing. Right, I've heard some people say we don't need a striker, right? And I'm thinking about like this. I loved Anthony Martial as a football player. I loved him as a football player. Even he couldn't carry the load by himself in his prime. In his prime, he couldn't.
We still needed a striker with him too.
We still need so it's like Xerxes and Hoyland are nowhere near that level. Like they're like prime, like they're nowhere near that level. So it's obvious if they're not on Martial's level, we need a striker. Like that's enough for me. You see what I'm saying? Like so.
But here's the thing, though: if you get Gyökeres, like I said, one of the 10 positions with Ahmad is good. The other 10 position becomes even more crucial.
Right.
Because I know people are going to love... I almost don't want to talk about Bruno Fernandes because it's just like you get burned either way. I think we just need someone in that attack where like I watch other teams in attack where the person just gets the ball and he's that person that sets the tempo in attack, right?
Yeah.
We don't have a tempo setter in attack right now.
A tempo setter. Yeah.
Although Ahmad is trying, right? But we don't pass him the ball enough. I feel like we just need someone that's going to come in and it's going to give me the ball.
You're so right.
We don't have that.
You're so right. People underestimate tempo setters. You know what I mean? Yeah. If it's a quick, like for instance, like a Toni Kroos, right? Tempo setter. That's what Madrid are desperately missing right now is a tempo setter. They don't have Jude Bellingham is not a tempo setter. You know what I'm saying? Valverde is not a tempo setter. I think Camavinga is a tempo setter, but he's still too young, and it's a bit different. He's more quick. Like he's one touch. You know, he's like an Energizer bunny more so than he doesn't have. Yeah, he doesn't have that gear yet. He doesn't have that gear yet where he slows it down more than he picks it up, in my opinion. So. Yeah, no, it's gonna be interesting. The squad is so lopsided. Bruno is never gonna carry the ball in the system. So much attack is gonna get killed with his decision making. Yeah, I don't listen. The squad is weird. The squad's in an interesting place, bro.
It is in an interesting place.
Like it's such an interesting squad. Like,
it's like the 3-4-3 kind of saves it a little bit.
Yeah,
the 3-4-3 saves it a little bit.
I agree, bro. It's such an interesting squad because I think with a back four, it's
like ass. It's like ass. It's like, you know what? It's like how will I describe this? It's like a bad burger, like Manchester United squad. It's like a bad burger.
Yeah,
but then
bro.
You get some soda and you just wash it down. That's what the 3-4-3 is. It's McDonald's, but you know what? That McDonald's Sprite, it makes this a little bit better.
Burn the burn your esophagus, bro. Like, come on, bro. You already know. No, but I do listen. I think I'm more positive about our squad than most. I think you've heard me say this a million times. I think we're operating at like 30% of our capacity. I really believe that, man. I really believe that with all my heart. Like, we haven't seen anywhere near the best of the squad, which is why I like the reports that have come out. And we're going to talk about this now. Let me see if I can find the, here we go. Perfect. This is it right here. Like, and I like this. This makes sense. And we talked about it a bit on Saeed's channel, but I want to dive in a bit deeper. Like, read this real quick. Shout out to Rob Dawson, ESPN. I quite like Rob Dawson. I quite like him. Like he's not a tier
He's
one.
not an Ornstein.
He's not Ornstein.
He's like a tier 2.5. That's what.
Yeah, exactly. I like that. I like he's a fan. He's a Man United fan. Yeah. So he gives us he's like a journalist with like that fan's perspective too. So anyway, transfer budgets are set to remain tight at Manchester United moving forward, and there's little desire to rip up the current group of senior players. Eric Ten Hag signed 15 first team players over the course of 3 summers at a cost of more than £600 million. Bruh.
Crazy.
That figure is unlikely to be matched over the next 3 years, and Ruben Amorim's task will be to improve performances with the existing squad. I could not agree more with this.
And in what I would say, in the next 3 years, we might not spend 600 million, but I think we'll maybe spend like 350, 400.
Yeah, but we'll spend it so much more intuitively. We'll spend it so much more wisely. Hopefully, we can start getting a tune out of our young players and start selling them on the way City do, right? And make profits on players. Like, listen, I think a lot of fans think like when you hear the average fan, when they hear the budgets are going to be tighter, it's like, oh, you see these cheap owners, blah, 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 blah. No. We're not going to be doing 70 million for Højlund anymore. We're not going to be doing 60 million for Mounts anymore. We're not going to be doing 85 million for Anthony, 85 million for Maguire. Those days are over. Over. That's what this means to me. And I think the likes of Barada, Ashworth, Wilcox, they know that this squad is better than what it's presenting, bro. They know that. They know that this squad is better than 13th place in the table. Like, come on.
You know what it is? I think we will see Man United spend a little bit more in key areas. So your center backs, your striker, and your defensive midfielder. I think you see Man United spend a little bit more. I think United will maybe spend a little bit less when it comes to your wingers. So they'll go for maybe a little bit more like younger players, more talent, instead of going for like the big money splashes that we've seen in the past. So we'll see. I think maybe we'll do maybe maybe one deal, maybe a loan deal, something in January. I don't know what's possible. We'll see. But in the summer for sure, I think we're going to see some deals they've already been lining up already. I really think we'll go back for what did I forget it? Edison from Atalanta.
You think we'll do that?
I think we will. I think we will. Because when I look at the landscape of midfielders, no, I agree. When I look at the landscape of midfielders out there, would I like someone signed from the Premier League? Sure, but who would that be that can play that role? Who would that person be? I don't really have a name that comes to mind in terms of central midfield. And we need someone that can do everything that Casemiro does, but better. I like him because he does everything in midfield. He can carry the ball. He's strong on the ball. Doesn't have bad feet. He's just a complete central midfielder, which is what I think we need. I would like a playmaker to come in. Question is, who do you go for?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Listen, if we keep, I think last summer window is a good example of what our windows are going to look like, really and truly. I think we'll make the splash, the odd splash with like a new Ugarte, but I don't think we're going to be seeing the 75 millions and the 85 millions. I don't think we're seeing that anymore. I really don't. Remember when City City, they used to have like a cap. Like they were only spending like 50. Remember, they wouldn't spend more than 50 million pounds on a player. They spent, I mean, mind you, they spent they spent 50 on a lot of players. But remember, there was a time where they weren't like doing the 100 million pound thing, right? Up until recently, where they did the 100 million on Vardio, they did the 100 million on Grealish. Before it was Kyle Walker 50. Diaz was more expensive. He was in that 60, 70. But like they had like a policy at some point where it was like 50 million. That's what they were doing. And it worked. Yeah. It worked for them. I do like Baleba, by the way.
I think he's pretty good. He's pretty good for Brighton. Yeah. But yeah, he'd be very expensive.
Yeah, very expensive, man. Very expensive. That's the issue with like we need to. I wanted to get to a point where we're making signs where we're like, but the we have to trust the scouting, right? And say, okay, yeah, this player is 15, 20 million, but what if he's like a Mazraoui type, right? Like where he's 15, 20 million, but he's cold. Like how much did McAllister cost for Liverpool? How much did Gravenberch cost for Liverpool? How much did Gravenberch cost for Liverpool? 20 something?
Gravenberch? Something like that, yeah.
Like
wasn't that expensive.
He's a quality, bro. He's so good.
I mean, to be fair, Slot is, getting a lot out of him. When he came in at first, he struggled that season.
Yeah, but he wasn't a Klopp type of player, though. You know what I mean?
No,
he's not. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just using him as an example of like he's clearly a quality player, right? And they got him at a cheap price, right? I'm not fussed of going into the free agent market. Like I think United have done so bad at leveraging the free agent market. Because if you look at Inter, if you look at
targeting Davies right now.
Yeah.
Well, pushing for Davies. I really think there's a lot there. I really think there's a lot there with Davies. I really think that's our key. We've identified that's our key left wing back target. And if we can't get him, there'll be other options that we probably fall back to. But I think Davies would be. Listen, if we get Davies, it would be so good, bro. It takes this squad up a level. I don't think people understand how much it does. It really does. He'd be a huge weapon for us.
Bro, he's been playing at the highest level for so long, and he's so young.
Still so young, yeah.
Young, bro. I thought he was 26, bro. He's like 24. It's crazy. Like, think about it. He's been playing for Bayern Munich since he was like 18, 19. Like, he's been there for a minute. Because, I mean, Hansi Flick, when was the last time Hansi Flick managed? And he was in that Hansi Flick
3 years. It's been 4 years at least.
Yeah. Let me see how long was Davies? Let's see it real quick. Let me pull it up. How long was Davies? Has he been at Bayern? Let's see. Since 2019, bro.
Yeah.
Like 5 years at the top level. Bro, this is like.
No, I think. Listen, he'd be a really good signing. I do question again Real Madrid. If you listen, I'm not saying he'd be bad at Real Madrid. I'm just saying the squad they're building is very unbalanced right now.
No, I agree.
Davies on top of it.
I agree. I agree. I completely
agree. Like you're making more problems than you're solving, in my opinion, because Vinicius is not going to track back.
I think Florentino's getting back to his. I think he's getting giddy again.
That arrogance.
That's my worry. I think my worry is he's getting back. He's seen the success, and now he's getting a bit bored. Listen, this is the same thing. Bro, let's be real. I'm gonna be real. Like, damn, we just won all these Champions League, bro. No Ronaldo,
bro. 16, crazy.
They won a Champions League. They don't have they won a Champions League, but they didn't have they had Vinny, obviously, but not these marquee Galacticos, type of play. They lost Kroos, so now I think he wants to do the Galacticos model again.
Trent, he wants to add Trent in.
Trent, Davies, Saliba.
I think Trent is going for sure, though. Liverpool fans.
Yeah, I think
they're gonna get Trent. If I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, I think
Bellingham is his boy, isn't he?
Yeah. I think Trent's gonna go, bro, because it's like he's already. There's nothing. What more can he do? Honestly, what more can he do at that club, bro? He's done everything. Bro. Like, he's a legend. Even if he leaves and goes to Madrid, he's a legend. On this 8, Nori is a better football. Yeah, he has more tech. He's not a better player, bro.
He's very techy, But
I love him, by the way. I love him. But if you're asking me who I'd rather have in my team, oh my God, Alphonso
yeah,
Davies. Like,
yeah.
mind you, I think Aiden Nori's a baller, but he's not Alphonso Davies, bro. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted. Like, Real Madrid are in the mud right now. Police. Stinking up, bro. You know what's crazy? Like, Madrid are in the mud and they're like 6 points off first. Like in the Champions League.
Dude,
like,
La Liga's quality has dropped so much, bro. La Liga
Yeah.
is not what it used to be, bro. It's just not.
The quality has dropped. The quality has dropped.
Jesus Christ.
The quality is
Oh
definitely.
my God.
It's taking a dip. Atletico's not looking the same. You know,
There was a time Valencia used to be like proper team, bro. Like David Villa and all these guys. Like,
yeah, they don't have the. They don't. I mean, they still, the tech is still there, but like you know what it is. It really is the star power is just not there, bro. I think that's what it is, bro. And I think it's in a larger conversation. It's a football thing. Like football, we could say football's dropped off because when you have players like Messi and Ronaldo, bro, that are just so, when you lose that at the top, there's no one even close to like, there's no one close, even Neymar. Like there's no Neymar right now. There's no Neymar equivalent. You know what I mean?
I just think like football coaching has changed.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like the things that we encourage young players to do now is very different from what Ronaldo and Messi grew up with. Yeah. You know, back then, Ronaldo, how many times do you see step overs in the Premier League?
Not a lot, bro.
We hardly see him, if at all. We don't see step overs.
That's a great point, bro.
There was a time like people used to go, step overs were all over Europe. There was at least one person in your team that was doing step overs.
Over them. Yeah.
You know? But you don't see it again. You don't see it anymore. And it's like football now has become this. The coaches are the superstars.
Yeah.
That's what it is now. It's not even the players anymore as much. It's the coaching. The coaches are the ones that are the superstars. You look at the teams and it's like it's the coach. It's club ball. It's Pep ball. It's this. It's Ancelotti. It's this. It's not.
And back in the day, listen. Back in the day, as great as Ancelotti was, he was the sideshow, bro. With the teams he used to have, he was the sideshow, bro. Silva and Kaká and Maldini and Seedorf, Cafu and Nesta and bro.
Gattuso in midfield, bro.
Pirlo.
Bro, people don't understand. Like we faced that team in 2007. Yeah, I know we got bopped 3-0 at San Siro, but that 3-2 win with Wayne Rooney. Oh my days, bro!
Crazy game, bro.
That game was so good, so good. And that's if you just see the lineup from both teams. Just go back, just look at the lineups and tell me football hasn't died, bro. Just look at the lineup from both teams.
Yeah, bro. We don't have the same quality of footballer, bro. It's just, and I don't think it's nostalgia too. Like I genuinely, because I do think there are some players of this era.
The tactics has improved.
Tactics is taken,
but the players, quality wise, who scores free kicks anymore,
bro? Literally nobody. Nobody scores free. We don't have like a, since James Ward-Prowse is gone. We don't have like because James Ward-Prowse was just he was putting up the numbers. He's one of the greatest free kick takers ever. Like that's not an exaggeration.
Maybe competing with Beckham close. I think
he's like a couple. I think he's only I think he's only a couple. He's only like a couple goals away from Beckham. Free kick goals away from Beckham, bro. Davis for all his pace. If the pace goes away, he will turn into current Rashers. Aiden Nori is a better player, eye test wise. Yeah, but Aiden Nori can't. He's not a good defender, bro. So like you're like, he's not. I love techie players. Like let's not get this twisted. I love techie players. I would prefer a player who's more technically gifted than a player who isn't. But Alphonso Davies
and Davies isn't not.
He's not a liability.
He's not technically gifted. He is technically gifted. He's just not like.
He's just not like he doesn't have the smoothness that an Aiden Nori has. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and Nori just
is Kyle Walker as technically gifted as Aiden Nori? No, but if you're asking me, would I rather have prime Kyle Walker or
Yeah.
prime give me Nori give me Kyle Walker every day of the week. Like, because he has that physical, like, bro, people like I've seen.
No, I like if we signed Nori, I wouldn't be mad.
No,
Just
me
to be
neither.
clear.
I would be
Like, I
happy.
wouldn't be
I'd be
upset.
excited.
Just,
I'd be excited. But again, Alfonso Davies, the physical, he's 24, bro. The physical, he still has 6 more years before I even think about worrying about him and his physical status going away, bro. Granted,
he's a proper athlete, so he's gonna be around like Kyle Walker for a while.
The man plays
injury permitting.
The man plays striker for his country, bro. Or he plays a left wing or right wing for his country, bro. He plays everywhere. Like, he's a prop, bro. Don't listen. Wolves, the level that he's already proven it. You feel me? Like, Alfonso Davies has already proven it at the highest level. Like, we don't have, it's not a question. Like, we know more.
We need more of those players. Like, imagine if someone where you bring in Alfonso Davies, you bring in Guy Carres into your team. Instantly you go up a level.
Yeah.
Right? You sign Edison in midfield. Maybe you bring in Angel Gomez on a free. And you already brought in Brantwaite in January. How many players is that? It's like 5, 6 players. You're telling me the quality of the team hasn't changed.
Facts. Yeah, bro. Go get Angel Gomez, bro, for free, bro. Why wouldn't we go get Angel Gomez for free?
I think with the 3-4-3 now, it makes a little bit more sense.
That makes a lot more sense. It makes a lot more sense. And he's been doing well in France. You know, I've been just keeping tabs on him here and there. Obviously, I don't watch the full games. I'll catch a game here and there because I do have a BN. But, you know, we need to do more things like that, bro. Like
I think it would make sense replacing Eriksen.
Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. That'd be a great replacement for Eriksen. Bro. Football fans nowadays think Salah is a better player than Neymar. Neymar's definitely.
Listen, Salah done really great things in the Premier League.
Yeah.
No disrespect to him at all. Neymar was probably the last of the traditional ballers.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Neymar was on another level, bro. Like, I think people, because he peaked so early, like, we saw the best of him when he was like 22, 23, 24. Like, we never saw him like sustain greatness for a long period of time. Yes, he was still great at PSG. He was still a fantastic player, but like, I sometimes I just wonder, like, bro, why didn't he just stay at Barca, bro? Like, what if he just stayed at, like, what if he just stayed? Like,
we'll never know at the end of the day,
bro. Because it just, like, looking at him now, it's like, it's sad. It is kind of a sad, like, you know, because like Brazilian Ronaldo, like, at least we have, like, he got injured. Like, his injuries are kind of what slowed him down. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, like, the likes of, like, Neymar and even Ronaldinho to a slight extent, like, you know, Ronaldinho kind of peaked in his, like, what was it, 28, 29, like, or not when I say peaked, but, like, that's when his decline started. Like, Wayne Rooney, like, those are, you know what I mean? Like, like, they declined earlier than you like them to decline. You feel me?
Just natural ballers who maybe should have taken care of their bodies a little bit
better. Exactly. Yeah, because we know Wayne Rooney was. Since
that Ronaldinho was so good, it's like, and it's hard though. When you're that good, you just think you can just do anything.
Of course.
And you don't work on your body. That's why Ronaldo is an anomaly.
Yeah.
Like Cristiano Ronaldo is an anomaly. You know?
Ronaldo, bro. Listen, he's still not pulling up any trees in Saudi, mind you. Like he hasn't won the league yet there.
He's won enough in his lifetime. I don't think he matters.
No, I'm just saying the fact that he's still playing at that level is still crazy. Like, even though he's not, you know, he's not, obviously he's not, like, we're seeing a shell of Cristiano. Like, this is like a shell. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just in Ronaldo.
He's just a physical phenomenon.
He is.
Like, he's still scoring for his country at 39, 38. It's crazy.
He's top 3 favorite players of all time for me. In those players that I like, not even in terms of quality or whatever. So, like, what I grew up watching with Cristiano Ronaldo, I don't know if I'm ever going to see anything like that ever again. Because some of the things he did were just insane. And he played almost between two eras, in eras of where people were classic ballers
Mm-hmm.
and very strong efficiency,
Mm-hmm.
and he was able to adapt his game into the efficient era, to
Yeah,
being the
bro.
best, most efficient player I've ever seen.
Yeah. No,
So
that's a great Brian. That is a great way to sum up Chris. He is the most efficient player we've ever seen. I
yeah,
think that is a
100%.
fair because all around efficient in the air, efficient with his dribbling, efficient with his finishing. Like his passing is actually mad underrated when you think about it because he's such a
Oh yeah,
good goal
because he
scorer.
was doing everything else at such high
He
levels.
was
People
just
didn't
doing
even think about
everything
his
else. But
passing.
like, bro, he was a very efficient passer.
Yeah,
Like he was
he
a he
wasn't
was a
sloppy
good
at all.
like
His first touch was
yeah,
incredible.
bro.
Like
Great
everything was
first
just
touch.
yeah.
Bro, Ronaldo was just another level, bro. The best Cristiano Ronaldo was 2008. I think that's the most nostalgic Ronaldo. I don't think that's the best Ronaldo. I think that's like the Ronaldo that if you're a United
That's the one
fan,
I enjoyed the most.
that's the one you enjoy the most.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I don't think that's the
yeah.
best version of him, though. I don't think that's the best version of him. I
Which
do
one do you
not.
think is better?
I think his 60 plus goal, 100 goal a season Mourinho was
Mourinho season?
bro, that season where they had over 100 points and they scored like I can't tell you how many goals, bro.
I think
He
he
was
just
on.
lacks a little bit of just that flair
It was
he
the
had
player. Yeah,
in
so I agree.
2008.
Oh yeah,
That
no, the
flair
player.
he had in
2008,
2008.
bro.
But I understand
2008.
what you're saying.
Yeah, 2008. The flair, the box. It's box off. That's box office Cristiano Ronaldo. That's like you have to see that. Like
Yeah.
you have to see that. But like I think he became so efficient. Like
Yeah.
I think he mastered football. Like when he went to Madrid, bro. Like he mastered it. Like to like where he didn't have to do as much. You feel me? He was a bit less involved. Like I think actually I take that back. He was probably just as involved in the buildup, but like he just became.
If he didn't have it's that question people always ask themselves. What if Brazilian Ronaldo never got injured?
Yeah, bro.
And I'm like, we did get that, guys. And listen, I know Brazilian Ronaldo maybe was a bit more talented, but like in terms of goal scoring, Cristiano kind of showed you what would happen. Would have scored crazy amount of goals.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%, bro, 100%. Yeah, 2009, not 2009. Oh, 2010. Yeah, bro. Listen, Ronaldo was different gravy, man. He was completely different gravy. Yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun to go back and think about the nostalgia, but we'll see, man. We'll see where football goes in the next few years. Hopefully we get back to a place where we get a bit more creativity in the game because it really is the wide players, bro. That's the real issue. It's the wide players. Like I saw a video of Gareth Bale the other day. I just like it's like a little comp of Gareth. I'm like, is there a wide player in world football better than that version of Gareth Bale? No. Like, there's not one wide player right now that is on the level of Real Madrid Gareth Bale. There's not. There's not one.
I agree.
There's not.
I don't think it's close.
He wasn't the best. He wasn't the best wide player in the world at the time. Like, so it's like the why. I think that's really because I think we still have really, really good midfielders. We have, I mean, obviously it's still levels. There's still levels. But like we have good midfielders. We have good defenders. The wide players, bro. Yo, man. The wide play in this league is just not it, bro. It's just not it. But guys, we're gonna sign off here. We've gone for over an hour. We've been streaming for 3 hours straight, man. It's we've been grinding today, but we love it, man. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs, man. We still have 70 people in the building, man. I appreciate it. If anybody who hasn't subscribed, man, hit the subscribe button. Tomorrow I have Flawless and Double A joining me. So be on the lookout for that. I have a couple other guests joining the rest of the week. So we're back in the full flow of the streams, man. We got the guests here. We got everybody. You know what I'm saying? Brian's back. You feel me? So the rotation's getting better and better, man. Don't miss
This is
out.
the longest stream I've done. My camera was like, bro, you're overworking me.
Bro, shit, bro. But hey, no, appreciate you, Brian, as always, man. Make sure to follow Brian on all his platforms, on Twitter, on TikTok at Professor Fragrance, on Twitter as Elite Pundit. So yeah, guys, make sure to show some love to my brother. Appreciate everyone. Let's do shout outs real quick. Shout out Jaws, shout out Fortune, shout out Venetia, shout out Child's View, shout out Uthman, shout out Tifa, shout out Nicole Kelly, shout out RSV, shout out David, shout out Saeed, man, was in the chat, shout out FCAA was in the chat, shout out Sponge. Yeah, man, I appreciate everybody who showed some love today. We really appreciate everybody. Big up Temi and Brian, loving the streams with the new guests. Yeah, man, appreciate it, man. We got some different things coming, man. Hopefully, I don't want to jinx yet, but hopefully I'll have an Ipswich content creator joining me this week, man. So I want to bring on content creators for the teams we're facing going forward, if I can do it.
Okay.
If it's Bodo Glimt, bro, I'm sorry, we're out of luck. We're out of luck, man. But if it's a Premier League team, I want to try and get a content creator there, man. So appreciate y'all as always. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We'll talk real soon, people. Deuces.